What's good, everybody? So, right here is a long form clip from a live stream that I did on TikTok last night. And I'm explaining that, well, I actually filmed it tonight, but I'm posting this tomorrow. So, I'm speaking in tomorrow's terms. I recorded this clip last night essentially discussing why you shouldn't count out Jorge in this fight against Colby on Saturday, because I think Jorge does pose a great threat. He's a massive underdog considering how good of a fighter he is, and I think a lot of people are taking him for granted. This is why you should not count out Jorge Masvidal against Colby Covington.
I think Colby's going to get it. I think Colby's pace and wrestling is going to be able to get him the win, but I think it's going to be a close fight. I think Jorge's going to do a lot better than what most people think, and I don't believe that. I don't think it's going to be a wash like everyone thinks it is. Someone said, "Yo, Jake, I'm a big fan." Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Someone said if Jorge knocks him out, it would be awesome. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of rooting for Jorge. I feel like he has more to lose, and I don't want him to lose. I think a win for Jorge would be just amazing for the landscape of welterweight. I don't think he should get the immediate title shot if he wins. But it keeps Jorge in the mix, and I think Jorge's got a more fun style to watch than Colby does. And I kind of want to see Colby get like a taste of his own medicine in terms of like when you talk that much crap, you should get some kind of punishment. You know what I mean? So, why did I delete my Islam video? I didn't. Well, I deleted it on my other page because I got this page back and I wanted to post it on this page. So, actually, I had lost access to this page for a while for one reason or another, but now I'm back. So, I got this page back. I had started another page. I posted it on there. You might have seen it there. Someone said, you think Wolf will fight the winner of this fight? Wolf. Who's Wolf? And then it said, love your content. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Think about this. I know you can't do MMA math, but Kamaru has pieced up Colby significantly in the fights that they've had. And Kamaru's not nearly as good of and technical of a boxer as Jorge is. Now, keep in mind, Kamaru does have that wrestling threat, which kind of helps. If you have wrestling, if you have a takedown as a threat, it's easier to land certain like punches and stuff. But Jorge is just a much better, more technical, masterful striker than like Kamaru is in general. So it should be interesting to see if what happens when Colby faces a guy like that. I know he faced Colby did face, what's his name? Why am I tweaking on this? Robbie Lawler, who's an amazing striker, but he's not nearly as technical as Jorge. He's kind of more of a brawler type than a masterful boxer. So I got Colby winning. If I'm betting money, I'm betting money on Colby. But my take is that, one, we've never seen Colby fight a guy like Jorge with the masterful striking. And just, if you go back, like, if you want to see a masterful performance of boxing, go back and watch Jorge versus Nate, and you'll see it there. That was, like, where he really put it on display. So my take is, like, we haven't seen Colby fight a boxer as skilled as Jorge. So there's, like, this, I feel like nobody's really talking about this because I feel like a lot of guys don't see that everybody thinks Colby's just going to just run through Jorge. But Jorge is a striker that we haven't really seen Colby. We haven't seen him in those waters yet. So my take is really like it's going to be a lot closer than we think. And Jorge has a better chance of winning than he's being given credit for. I think people look at Colby and they just assume like, oh, he's the second best welterweight in the world. He's guaranteed to beat a guy like Jorge who's coming off this horrible knockout loss to Kamaru. There's a lot that, thank you for the gift, Huffy. There's a lot that Jorge can do to Colby. Nobody else has been, really able to have that threat. So, I don't know. Obviously, Colby has the high pace and the ability to push the pace of the fight because he's got such good cardio, and that's a huge part of his like repertoire in a fight. And then also he's got the wrestling threat, which is like obviously wrestling is always like more important than striking. So if you take somebody who's a really good wrestler and then put him up against someone who's purely a boxer, the wrestler's going to win because the dynamics of taking someone down and holding them there when they don't have the skill to compete on the ground is easier than punching someone in the face and knocking them out, because everybody has a puncher's chance, but not everybody has the skill and technique to wrestle on a high level. So like obviously there's always that at play with Colby. Colby can always has that kind of wrestling to striking advantage because Jorge's not nearly as good on the ground as Colby is. Colby's a wrestler through and through, and Jorge's a boxer through and through. But Jorge is amazing at boxing, and Colby's amazing at wrestling. But I feel like anything can really happen here. So I got Colby by decision, and I think it's going to be a close fight.